Happy Monday. Welcome once again. Thank the Lord. We are here to see a beautiful Monday. September, for those who remember, I just got to pay homage to September 13th, September 11th, 2001. That just passed. So we just wanted to make sure I pay homage to all the families that had the tragic loss. So I definitely want to put that out there as well. But I thank God for the new subscribers that just came aboard. Welcome. Again, this movement is blowing up, y'all. Thank you for the Healing Army. And I refer to the new subscribers. I just want to let you know that you are part of now the Healing Army. What does that entail? Well, share these videos. Share these videos, like these videos, tell people about these videos, because this is a movement and we're about healing missing fathers. Again, we're not trying to browbeat missing fathers or beat them down, but our goal is to get the missing fathers, try to connect with the missing fathers to contribute to their healing so they can resume their correct position in parenthood and be a father to their children. So that's what we're here for. Again, welcome. Please subscribe. That's most importantly. Please share and please click on the other videos. We have a lot of insightful information that may help to the healing of the missing fathers. So today I just want to let you know this exciting title for the day is systematically how the system contribute to the missing fathers. Now, I want to put this out here, okay? This is not to excuse the missing father behavior when he is not involved in the children's life. Let me repeat that. This is not to excuse the behavior of the missing father when he's not in his children's lives. I'm just simply saying that there are some contributing factors that are, present and that contributes to the missing fathers, for example, systemically. Now, I know we have in society across the world, actually, United States, but obviously and across the world, we have this Black Lives Movement, Black Lives Matters movement, and that's fine. And I appreciate that. But if you really want to get down to the ball and follow Black Lives Movement in terms of any father, whether you red, green, brown, purple, or blue, we must look at systemically how the laws has separated the fathers from the family. For example, if you go back and if you, now we got so much technology, I'm sure you can find it, YouTube or wherever you can find this, but go to a movie that was made in the 1970s. It was named Claudine, James Earl Jones and Diane Curl. And it speaks about how back then, if you was receiving public assistance, welfare, assistance for those who were underneath, it's called a means tested program. So if you made a certain amount of income that was underneath this line that the government developed, then you were considered impoverished, and the government had given you some money. So there were, and back then this welfare system, now I think it's referred to as TANF, but back then it was AFDC, if I'm not mistaken. But there were raids, and what I mean by raids is that social workers and public administrators would go to the home to see if the father were living in the home, because again, the government was providing aid, assistance, and money, and so they will go there and see, well, if they figure if the father's living in the home, they have enough money, they can make enough money to not need support from the government welfare system. So they would have these raids, and this movie talked about that, where it really separated the father from the family, separated the father from parenting and being inside of the home. And that's definitely a difference when you have a two-parent home, or when you don't have the father actually dwelling inside of the home on the wake up every day with his children. So we got to be mindful of that. Now, it's then evolved. We talk about this is the 21st century. In the 70s, that's funny to say that was the 20th century, but now that we in the 2000s, we're in the 21st century, and it evolved systemically where men are, and particularly a lot of men, fathers, particularly black fathers, they are denied public housing. Public housing. If you have committed a crime or has been charged and been convicted of a crime, then you are now allowed to now receive what we call Section 8. Section 8 is, for those who don't know, is public housing. It's assistance from the government, again, to help you if you make a certain income level, which is low. They consider you to receive aid, and you can live in that household. So you have men that are coming out of prison, and all men, purple, green, black, yellow, whatever, they're coming out of the system, and they are not allowed to live in the same dwelling with their children. So systematically, because they convicted felons, so they denied homes, and they are not allowed to be in there. So you have these raids, the social services make sure that the father's not dwelling in the home to provide protection and provide money. And then now today you also have, they denied housing if they come out of it, they charge for committing a crime, or they went to prison, and they're not allowed to live in the same household with their children. Another thing, it is legal, as we know, when you fill out a job application, you could be denied for a certain amount of jobs if you're a convicted felon. And so systematically now you have this guy, this father, that in society it kind of equates fatherhood somewhat with providing. And so if he feels that he's not able to provide, sometimes he gives up. He just gives up. And that can contribute to him not being around in his children's lives. Again, I'm not excusing anything, missing fathers. Don't think you let you off the hook. But what I'm saying, I just want to bring people aware, give some awareness. If you're not aware, systematically, that is a contributing factor. That is a variable that cannot be ignored. We must take all the variables that are in account when it comes to missing fathers. So you got to pay attention to what's going on when it comes to missing fathers. So systemically, we have this issue that we have to change the laws. So I'm talking to you, Mr. President, change the laws. If you really want to talk about Black Lives Matter, and when it comes to black fathers, when it comes to white fathers, when it comes to Asian fathers, whatever, you have to change the laws in order to help with this issue, this serious pressing issue of fathers missing from their lives. So I was just thinking about that, how systematically, how the raids were going on in the 70s, how now in the 21st century, you're denied homes and housing, public assistance that we contribute to fathers being present in their children's lives. And then when you're talking about working, when you're talking about employment, you're talking about now we have high unemployment rate right now because of the COVID-19. But then in addition to that, you're talking about because of my background after I didn't pay my debt to society. So these are real serious variables and issues that you must pay attention to and focus and solve it. And the way to solve it is to change the laws. The law, that's where the power is in this country. So we gotta be mindful. And I just want to put that out there with missing fathers. I want to let you know I'm extending my empathy in regards to that. Not all now, because I still think you need therapy. You need to get help, and you need to contribute to some healing, and you need to be in your children's lives. I'm standing on that. This is what the movement is about. So if you're watching this video, please, Healing Army, share this video, like this video. And I just wanted to say that, pay attention, males. Boys, they do what they want to do. And men surely do what they have to do. I love y'all. We'll definitely see you next week. Appreciate for your viewership. Appreciate it for contributing to this channel. And I hope to see you soon. God bless you. Peace.